So Samsung seems to be getting ready to roll out a new model called the Galaxy S25 Slim, and it's likely aimed at competing with Apple's rumored iPhone 17 Slim. But is this just a one-off from Samsung, or are they starting something bigger? Well, let's dive in and see what's going on. What's up guys, Sal here, and today we're looking at what might be a bit of a shakeup for Samsung in 2025. We've got two major updates to cover, one on the possible Galaxy rebranding and the other on the new Slim model. But first, let's get into what this Galaxy S25 Slim is all about. So here's what we know. According to a report from South Korean site ET News, which has a good track record for Samsung leaks, the Galaxy S25 Slim is set to arrive later in 2025. The Slim model isn't launching alongside the main Galaxy S25 series in January, but will likely come out in the second quarter of the year as more of a test release. Samsung wants to see if there's real interest in a thinner phone with high-end features. And this isn't a first for them. They did something similar with the Z Fold 6 Special Edition, a lighter and slimmer version of the Fold 6, which they launched exclusively in South Korea. So why is Samsung working on a Galaxy S25 Slim in the first place? Well, there are actually a couple of reasons. For one, this device could help Samsung understand whether consumers want a slimmer premium phone. If it gets a positive reception, Samsung might start offering a slim variant in future Galaxy lineups like the Galaxy S26 series. But probably the bigger reason for this move is Apple. Apple's gearing up to launch the iPhone 17 Slim next year, and they're reportedly scrapping the Plus model to make way for it. In tech, we've seen it time and again. When Apple makes a big move, Samsung often follows. Sometimes it's for features that make sense, and other times, well, it's a bit questionable. And in terms of design, the iPhone 17 Slim is expected to be incredibly thin, possibly around 5mm thick. To put that in perspective, the S24 Ultra is 8.6mm thick. Apple is going all in on thinness here, even if it means cutting down on features. The iPhone 17 Slim is rumored to only have a single 48MP camera, no telephoto or ultra-wide lenses, which is quite a step down in functionality. And get this, it's expected to retail at $1,300, so it's not exactly a budget device. So the question is, will Samsung follow Apple's lead on those choices too? Will the S25 Slim end up with a similar level of minimalism, or will Samsung try to keep more features in place? It will be interesting to see, but if Samsung does go the same route, the S25 Slim could be positioned as a high-priced, super slim phone with fewer features than their other models. There's a chance it could feel like paying a premium price just for thinness while sacrificing some of the hardware that usually justifies that cost. The recently launched Z Fold Special Edition was also launched as a test bed in South Korea and is already seeing success there, reportedly selling out quickly. So Samsung might take a similar approach with the S25 Slim, starting with a smaller release to see if there is demand. If the S25 Slim sells well, we could see it included in the S26 lineup for a global audience. And it raises another question. Could we see 4 models in the S26 series? Or will Samsung streamline the lineup by dropping one of the existing variants? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And now about that Galaxy rebranding. According to a latest report from South Korea, Samsung is considering dropping the Galaxy name for its high-end phones like the S and Z series. Think of it like what Hyundai does with its Genesis cars or Toyota with Lexus. It's a way to separate the premium lineup from everything else. Right now, Samsung's Galaxy branding covers everything from budget phones to flagship devices. But with a mix of high-end, mid-range and entry-level devices all under the Galaxy name, it's easy for the top-tier devices to blend in. According to reports, younger customers especially tend to view Galaxy as less premium, possibly because their first experience with a Galaxy device is often with a lower-tier model. So Samsung's strategy could be to let the Galaxy name stick with the A, F and M series while giving their flagship S and Z models a fresh, distinct branding. If this happens, it would help Samsung set the premium devices apart, which makes total sense in my opinion. By the way, the rebranding idea isn't something Samsung came up with overnight. The report indicates that they've been thinking about it for at least the past year. It's unlikely that we'll see the name change with the S25 series, but it wouldn't be surprising if it happened with a future lineup. So what do you think? Is this a good move for Samsung, or do you think it wouldn't make much difference? And if you're curious to hear more about what Samsung's doing with the S25 Ultra, this is the video you need to check out, and I'll see you there.